Today I'm doing savings challenges from my shop. I've recently dropped several new ones and I have some new ones in this binder. So if you are interested in seeing how to play them, then stick around. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Thanks so much for joining me for savings challenges today. If you are a new viewer, thanks for tuning in. Today, as I explained in the intro, I am doing savings challenges mainly from my small shop. I do have a video that is dedicated entirely to doing savings challenges from other small shops within the budget community. I have recently done a release, so I do have some new challenges that I added to my shop with the last release that I have added to my binder that I'm going to be playing. So I'm excited about that. For my returning viewers, as always, thanks so much for coming back to check in on me, seeing what I'm up to, and we're going to have some fun today. So what I need to do first is, and I mentioned this in my cash stuffing video, I do need to grab my monthly, weekly binder and go to the back. What I do is each week, whatever is left in my wallet that I have not spent, I put in an envelope, and I have envelopes that are marked weeks 1 through 4, and put that money in the envelope to save it. And then when I get around to savings challenge time, I take this money out of the envelopes and I add it to the money that I'm using for savings challenges, and I save it. So I need to unstuff these, and then we'll see how much I'm going to be adding to my savings challenges with this. And so this is 4 weeks worth, and I will add this to what's in the tray, and then we'll get a final count on the total that I'm going to be stuffing. Actually, I should give you a count of how much I saved over 4 weeks. So let's do that first. I want to stuff it all first and then let you know how much this is. All right, so money saved from weekly spending is 20, 40, 60, 81, 10, 20, 30, 40, 1, 2, 3, 143. So I'm going to add this to what I have over here. And now I do need to count up the total because I don't know now that I've added that. So let's do that really quick. Okay, so I have a total of 338 that I'm going to be working with for savings challenges today. Let's get going. First, I am going to pull out my penny savings challenge. And for my penny savings challenge, today I'm going to be using, if I can find it, let me turn this, there we go. I'm going to be using my 20-sided die for my pinch a penny challenge today. And so I'll just roll the die and see how many we're going to be saving today in the pinch a penny. 4. Okay, we're saving $4 today in pinch a penny. Do I have $1? I do have $1. Don't have a lot of singles. I do have my change binder ready in case it's needed, but if possible, I'll make change out of the money that I have here. And this is the wrong marker, so let me grab the right marker. This one goes a lot quicker because it's got the paint tip in on it. $4 being added to pinch a penny for this week. I'm going to stick that behind the money because I'm not sure if that's dry yet. Next is your challenge, your way, And today I'm going to be doing 12 and 13 on my card. That's going to be a total of 25. And I did this one once before. I've only done this one once before. And the first time that I did it, it took me about 6 months to do it, just going at a normal pace. I was not rushing to do it, but with each savings challenge session that I did, I would do 1 or 2. And it took me about 6 months to do it. But in the end, after you finished it, you save a total of $1,275. That's the numbers 1 through 50 on this card. So 12 plus 13 is 25. And that's why I decided to do both of them, because it makes it a nice round number. So I'll add this to my savings challenge envelope. I'm gonna stick that one in the back too. Shut the box. Okay, I want to do several games of Shut the Box today. And if you're not familiar with this game, I'll explain it when I play my first round of this. So you have the numbers 1 through 9 on here. And what you do is you roll 2 die and then you cross off either one number or 2 numbers. So if you roll a 5 and a 4, you can cross off a 5 and a 4, or you can cross off a 9. And you continue rolling the dice until you can't cross anything else off. And then once you can't cross anything else off, you have to save the numbers that are left. So let's get going with Shut the Box and see what's going to happen today. Starting out with a 3 and a 4, so I am going to choose to cross off the 7. A 3 and a 1, so I'll cross off the 4. We've got a 6 and a 1, which is 7. I've already crossed off the 7, but I can cross off the 6 and the 1. These ones are really coming out. So I have 2 1s, so I can cross off the 2. So I have 3, 5, 8, and 9 left. So 2 and 2 is 4. I cannot cross off 4 because I have 3, 5, 8, and 9. So I have to add up 3, 5, 8, and 9, and that's what I have to save. That's 25. Okay, let's play again. I'm going to be daring today. Game 2. Crossed off. I'm going to cross off the 2. I'm going to get 2 different dice. These dice seem rigged. They're mine, I don't know how I'm figuring they're rigged, but we're going to get 2 different dice. All right, we have a 5 and a 2, which is 7. So I'll cross off the 7. A 5 and a 6, which is 11. I think what I will do is I'll cross off an 8 and a 3. There's a couple different combinations I could have crossed off. A 3 and a 5, which is 8. So what can I cross off to get 8? Don't tell me that I can't cross off anything. There's an 8. There's a 7 that's crossed off. So 5 and 3, 4 and 4, 6 and 2, can't do that. 9, oh my goodness, this is going to be a big one. Because I don't think I can cross off anything else. Let me circle the first ones in the first game and just double check it. I can't. Okay, let's add it up. So I have 9 plus 6 plus 5 plus 4 plus 1. 25 again, is that right? Let me add that one more time. 9 plus 5. Whoops. 9 plus 6 plus 5 plus 4 plus 1. 25. That's another $25. Am I brave? No. If I have something left, I'll come back and do more Shut the Box. So for right now, I've saved 50 for Shut the Box. So I'll stick that in here. roll the dice. Might as well keep my dice out. And we'll roll one time to see how many times I'm rolling. 4, so I'm rolling 4 times today. Okay, I think I will check these off like I did last time and then go back and color them later. So I have a 5 and a 1. Let's see, yeah, I do. I have oh, this is the first 5 up here. No, the first row has a 5. So I have a 5 and a 1. A 5 and a 5. So 5 and a 5. A 1 and a 1. All right, last roll. A 5 and a 2. Boy, the 5s are coming out today. That's 5 and 2. So let me add this up. I have 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 2 plus 5 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. 25. I do not believe this. I'm a little bit speechless because 25 is the 4th time I've gotten 25 in the savings challenge today. Let me just double check this. 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 2 plus 5 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. That is 25. Boy, the 25s are coming out now too. Okay, if that's what it is, that's what it is. I'll go back and color these later. All right, my budgeting goals. What am I doing for budgeting goals today? I am rolling my 12-sided die to see which line I'm going to be playing. Here's my 12-sided die. And there's only 9 lines on here, so if it's numbers 10 through 11, I ignore it. I roll something until I get a 1 through 9. And I rolled a 4. So let's go to line 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And line 4 is getting. And I think I will save both 7s. So 7 for the number letters in the word. And 7 for G being the 7th letter in the alphabet. Do I have a single in here? And I do have a single in here. So I can take this out and I can put 15 in. Good to be saving. I think for good to be saving, I'm going to finish off the last 20 today. And what else should I do today with good to be saving? I think I'll do the last 20. And what do I have left? The last 20 in 2 10s, maybe. So the last 20. There's that. And then I'll do 2 10s. So that's going to be a total of 40 for good to be saving. Okay, I'm going to stick that one in the back too. Now we are back into one of my new savings challenges, and this is Pickpocket 20 questions. And here are the pockets. So you choose a pocket and you save the number of whatever you choose. So if I choose 3, I save $3. If I choose 15, I save $15. If I choose 18, I save $18. But then I have to go to the corresponding question card, and this has questions number 1 through 10. This has questions number 11 through 20. I need to scratch, and then depending on whether or not my answer is yes or no, I need to save that amount for each. And I didn't write it on my second card, but I have determined that if I answer yes, I'll save $2. And if I answer no, I will save $1. I've done the numbers 1 and 5 already. And today I do have a 20-sided die, so maybe I'll let my 20-sided die decide which questions I'm going to answer. That sounds kind of fun. Okay, 14. So I'm answering question number 14 today. So I have to say $14. So that's 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So we're going to save that. And then I'm going to go to question number 14, which is on this card. And I'm going to scratch it and answer it for you guys. And while I'm doing this, these are questions that I made specifically for my scratch off cards. And I do have 2 different sets of questions available in my shop. So you will not get these questions unless you specifically ask me for these question cards. These are not question cards that I have in the shop. Okay, question number 14. Have you ever gone midnight bowling? Yes, I have. We used to go midnight bowling all the time back in the 90s. And the bowling alley that we would go to would play videos. Remember when MTV was really big? They put on MTV and they'd play the videos. So videos would be going while you were bowling. So it was really fun. And when it was more like a nightclub scene than a bowling alley. So I've saved the $2 for my answer yes. And I think I'll roll again. Question number 7. What I did forget to do was check off number 14 that I did that one. Okay, so question number 7. So I need to pull out $7 and I'll consolidate this sum at the end. But I'm pulling it out to keep track of it. And I'm going to scratch off question number 7. All right, let's see, I'm going to bring this, see if I can't bring this down a little bit for you guys. Do I know how to do this? Evidently, I don't know how to do this. Yes, I do. There we go. Question number 7 is, have you ever walked into a glass window accidentally? I have not ever walked into a glass window accidentally, but I will tell you that I have seen it happen several times. Without going into too much detail, the field that I'm in, the job that I do, it is very much so engaged with the public, if you will, on a regular basis. And unfortunately, I have seen people walk right into glass windows because the windows were so clean. It's not funny. I don't want anybody to get hurt. I can laugh about it now because I've never seen anybody get seriously hurt, but I have seen people do that. I have not, though. So I'm going to put $1 there, and I think I'll do one more question. Okay, question number 8. So I'm going to check off number 8. And I'll grab a 10 and put 2 ones back to save my 8. And scratch off question number 8. Question number 8 is, have you ever accidentally replied all to an email? I can say that I have never accidentally replied all to an email. And I will tell you, I wouldn't be worried if I did, because this is my philosophy on email. I don't put anything into an email that I wouldn't say to somebody to their face. So, you know, accidentally replying, I may have done it, but it would not have been anything I would have been panicked about or upset about, because it would not have done any harm. But I tell you what, I have been on the receiving end of an accidental reply to all email that was very embarrassing for the person. So that's my advice to you. Don't put anything in an email that you would not say to anybody that is in that email chain in person, because it does happen, and it happens more often than you think, and you never want to be caught I don't want to say being dishonest, because it's not being dishonest, but not being upfront. You always want to be upfront with people. And secondly, my second piece of advice, be careful what you put in emails to begin with, because those things get saved forever. You might think you're deleting them, but they can be retrieved. So that's my words of wisdom on email. And that's going to be all my questions for Pickpocket, for Pickpocket 20 questions today. So let's see how much I saved. So we have 10, 25, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 1, 2, 32. So I think I'll keep the 2s, I'll keep the 10 and put a 20 there. And then put all these smaller bills back in the tray. All right, those were some good ones this time. That money just does not want to go in there the right way. So let me fix this. Otherwise, it's going to bother me because I'll be sitting here looking at it. Okay, next one is the Sneaker Saver Scratch and Roll. I need my 6-sided die. I think I'm going to use my Pretty Rainbow die for this one. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll 4 numbers, and I'm going to fill in the 4 buttons. And then after I've filled in the 4 buttons, I am going to scratch off the scratch off that connects the 4 buttons. That's the way you play this one. Again, I'll be repetitive because I want to make sure you understand this. This one is specifically for me. This is not one that is in my shop. If you see me playing this one and you like this one, I'll make this one for you. So let's roll. We got 5 is our first number. And that's the wrong marker. That's the wrong marker. Here's the right marker. Okay, we got 5. 4. Oh, we had 5 and 4 up here too. 5. One more. And 4. Wow. So 5 and 4, I should be able to do this in my mind. So that's 18. That's a total of 18. Now let's see what our mystery mission is. I'm just going to save the sum of the dice this time. And I just said that was 18. It says 10, 15, 16, 17, 18 that we'll be saving this week for Sneaker Saver Scratch and Roll. This is one of the new challenges that I have in my shop that was just released. We're going to play Color the Sneaker. And Color the Sneaker, I'm going to use my 6-sided die as well to tell me what color I'm going to be using. Okay, so I'm going to be using pink again. And pink is $1. And I think since I colored this pink, I'm going to color this pink because I want my sneaker to look somewhat cute and not hodgepodge. So let's roll. Oh, that was 1. I was thinking that was 6. Okay, I was looking at 6. Let's see what we get. 4. Okay, so 4, I'm going to be using, it's like a peach color or orange. You can use orange or peach for this one. I think I'm going to use, I want this to be bright, so I think I'm going to use orange. So I'm going to say $4 and color one of the elements on here. And I think I will make the first stripe down here orange. Let's roll again. 5 is blue. And I have 5, so let's put a 10 out here. And what should I make blue? Blue doesn't necessarily go with these colors per se, but you have to be creative. So I think what I will do is, should we do blue shoelaces? I'm going to color a blue shoelace. 4 again. So we got orange. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just to keep track. I think I'll make this bottom one orange and then put a different color in between the 2 orange ones. Okay, one more roll. And 2 is purple. So for purple, I'm going to make the main part of the shoe purple. Okay, the main part of my shoe is purple. So this is what I have so far. Did I pull my 2 out? I don't think I pulled my 2 out. So if I pulled out 2 more, I have 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 2 more would be 20. So that's a perfect place to stop. I am going to set this one to the side and let it dry because that's a lot of ink. And I'm using Sharpie. You could use highlighter. I also do sell these unlaminated so that you don't have to worry about that. But I'm going to set this one to the side because that was a lot of marker. But I'm going to put the money in the envelope. Next, I have my Save by Color, and this is my butterfly coloring savings challenge where this is another one where each color has a different value attached to it. So depending on how much I color will be how much I save. Or let's do this. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to say I'm going to color $20 worth. Instead of rolling a die, I'm going to color $20 worth and see how far I can get. Let me start with purple. Purple is 5. And I'll probably have to keep track of it in my calculator so I don't mess up. Purple, so I think I'm going to color this first part of this bottom wing purple. And then I'll color the corresponding side purple. So that's 10. I have green, I have yellow. I haven't colored any blue, so I'll color some blue. And for the blue, I want a nice blue. Let's use this blue. And for the blues are worth 4. So let me add 4. And what will I make blue? Maybe I'll kind of follow a little bit from up here, the way the original butterfly is. And on the original butterfly, this is blue. And what did I say that was? That was 4. So 14. And let's do another blue one. So that'll be 18. This one is also blue. So I will color this one blue. And then I have $2 left. to color. So I can either do pink 2 times, or I can do yellow 1 time. I think I'll do the yellow 1 time. And since I did yellow on this side over here, this area right around the heart is yellow. So I'm all about symmetry and balance. So I will color the yellow on this side to balance it out. Okay, that's how my butterfly is coming along. And that was $20 worth of coloring that I did today. Now that $20, I could have done 20 different, pieces in pink or any kind of combination that I wanted to do for that. But that was a lot more fun, I think, than rolling a dice for it. But I will save this $20 and let's see if this is, oh, this looks dry. So I can put that in the envelope and be okay. Another new challenge, wet paint, roll and save. And this is just strictly a roll and save. So let me roll first to see how many times I'm rolling. I'm rolling 1 time. Okay, I'll roll 1 time. But since I'm rolling 1 time, let's see, I think I'm going to be daring and use the 20-sided die since I'm rolling 1 time. 17. All right. That's what I'm going to be saving is 17. So I'm going to write that in on here. And add that to my envelope. Next, I have sweater weather. Again, another roll and save. This is one of the new ones that was in my last launch. So for sweater weather, I want to do something creative. What should I do? For sweater weather, let's drop 3 dice and we'll do a row at a time. How about that? And see what we get. All right, so I have a 6, a 5, and a 1. And I'm going to fill those numbers in. I'll use black so it shows up. So I got a 6, a 5, and a 1, which is a total of 12. 10, 11, 12 is going to go into sweater weather. Okay, I have 20, 40, 60 left. I think what I'm going to do is I am going to set this to the side for a moment. And I'm actually going to grab my Christmas savings challenge that I've started and do some more in here. This is a savings challenge book that I got from Erica at Black and Blue. And I have been working on this one for a couple of weeks. I've been working on it in my savings challenge community, savings challenge video. But in this book, I am making all the icons $1 or crystals or whatever the theme of the page is. I'm making everything $1. So everything in here, once I color it, I want to see how much it adds up to after I do dollars. So last time I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 light bulbs. And I'm going to roll my 20-sided die to see how many light bulbs I'm going to be doing. Landed on 9. So I'm going to color these, but I will fast forward you guys so that you don't have to watch me color stroke by stroke. But yet you can see that I'm going to be filling these in. Okay, that's 9 light bulbs colored in, so I need to save $9. And so if I put a 20 in here, I need 11 back. So far in this challenge, I have 25, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 1, 2, 3, 33. And then I think I am going to go back to shut the box because I really want to make progress on this and see if I can't finish it. Did I stick it in the back of the envelope? Nope, there it is. Okay, let's go back to shut the box. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rolls left. Let's see how many I can finish. Because after I finish this time, I've done shut the box several times. I think I'm going to take a break from shut the box. So let me grab some dice I think are going to bring me a little bit better luck. Let's do black and blue. 1 and 4 is 5. 3 and 5 is 8. 6 and 3 is 9. 1 and 5 is 6. 4 and 1 is 5. I have the 5 crossed off, so I'll cross off the 4 and the 1. 3 and 3 is 6. And I don't think I could do anything with that, so I have to save 7, 3, and 2. That's 12 so far. Okay. I'm just going to keep track of it on the calculator. 5 and 5 is 10, so I'm going to cross off 9 and 1. 5 and 2 is 7, so I'll cross off the 7. 4 and 4 is 8. I'll cross off the 8. 5 and 1 is 6. I'll cross off the 6. 2 and 4 is 6. I'll cross off the 2 and the 4. I've got 5 and 3 left. Can I shut the box? Nope, I can't. I got 10. So I'm going to say 5 and 3. So that is 8. So we're up to 20. Let's keep going. 3 and 1 is 4. 4 and 1 is 5. 3 and 6 is 9. 3 and 5 is 8. 6 and 3 is 9. So I can do 7 and 2. So I have 6, 3, and 1 left. I have 1 and 2. So I can cross off 3. I got a 6 and a 1 left. Nope, no such luck. So I'm saving the 6 and a 1, which is 7. So I'm up to 27. All right, 5 and 6 is 11. That's 9 and 2. 5 and 6 again is 11. So I'll do 8 and 3. 1 and 3 is 4. 3 and 4 is 7. I have 1, 5, and 6 left. 5 and 6. I shut the box. No, I didn't. I've got 1 left. And that's not possible. Okay, I'm going to roll 1 die, and if I get 1, I'm going to say I shut the box. Oh, you're not going to believe it. It rolled off the table, but it is a 1. Okay, I'm saying I shut the box with that one. All right, 2 more lines. Let's see if I can't get shut the box finished up today. 4 and 1 is 5. 5 and 3 is 8. 1 and 1 is 2. 1 and 5 is 6. 4 and 4 is 8. I already have 8 crossed off, but I can do 7 and 1. 6 and 1 is 7, so I can cross off 3 and 4. And I just have 9 left. Let's see if we can shut the box again. Nope, no such luck. So I'm going to be saving 9. So plus 9. All right, last shut the box roll. Let's see what the total is going to be. 1 and 3 is 4. 2 and 6 is 8. 5 and 5 is 10, so I'll do 9 and 1. 4 and 3 is 7. 1 and 1 is 2. I have 3, 5, and 6 left. 6 and 5 are both crossed off. Okay, I'm gonna roll 1 die. If I have 3, I've shut the box again. Nope, I got a 1, so I'm gonna save 3. So that is a total of $39 that I need to add to shut the box. I'm gonna say 40. And do I have any singles in here? I do have a single, so I'm gonna put 1 back. And then I am going to put 5. Do I have any oh, I do have 5. So I'm gonna change these 2 5s for a 10. And then I'm gonna put 1 5 to the side, because you know I have to do my savings challenge since I finished one. And then I'm going to give you guys a total on how much was saved. How about that? Okay, so shut the box. I saved 50, 70, 90, 110, 30, 50, 60, 71. I saved 171. And I'm going to write that on the savings challenge so I don't forget. The 171. And I don't have my savings challenge back close to me, so I am just going to set that to the side and put it with my completed savings challenges. I can put my shoe back in the envelope now because I think this is dry. There's a spot for my shoe. And then I'm going to grab my overflow binder and do my savings challenge. So every time I complete a savings challenge, I add $5 to this envelope. For those of you who maybe your first time watching my savings challenge video, and then I use this envelope for change. So nothing ever comes out of this envelope without something else going back into it in exchange, in even exchange. So if I need 5s, say I have a 10, I'll put the 10 in here, grab 2 5s and use them for change. And then if I have a surplus of 5s, I'll put the 10 back. If maybe it's a different time, I'll take the 10 back out and then put 5s back in. Any chance or opportunity that I have to do that. Hope that made sense. All right, guys, that is it. I have completed my savings challenges for today. If you like this video, give me a like. If you are not subscribed, please consider subscribing. And as always, leave me your comments. You guys know I love your comments, and I always respond to everyone. So until next time, see you later. Bye.